Potter's Journal, another in my Don't Be a Starving Artist series. Watch for food package deliveries at your neighbors and steal them off their porch. Okay, if you believe that, you should know better. And if you try it, I hope you get caught. I was good to my neighbor, so when they went out of town, they said it's on its way. You can have it this week. And this is from, Martha Stewart and Marley Spoon. So I take it with a pottery connection that we always have to have. Put me in the likes of Guy Wolf, who's probably eaten her food. He's been to her New York studio. So what do we have here? Mediterranean meatloaf with feta, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Okay, refrigerate after opening. I am a big fan of Martha Stewart. Probably because, she discovered Guy Wolf back in the late 80s, maybe the early 90s, I'm not sure. And what do we got here? Spinach, ricotta, ravioli, asparagus. Okay, and walnut gremolata, whatever that is. So we'll find out what we've got here. That'll be a surprise. I don't know what kind of tree grows of gremolata. Okay, and shrimp fajitas with poblano peppers and lime crema. Okay. And I think there's 3 meals in here. The ice to keep it cold. Ooh, we can get the snowboard out for this. Oh, wow. And then, what is this? Okay, we got 2 chocolate thing. Oh, looks like a chocolate a lava cake kind of thing. And, one of these was ground turkey. And here's actually a meatloaf. Here's the turkey. Okay, these are some of the ingredients too. So the corn that will go with the meals above, the sour cream. Okay, this looks like a pesto. And, alright, there's the feta. Okay, the shrimp. And there's another packet of ice down there. The pasta. Okay, and nicely packaged by a nice Italian guy that made it. And, okay, more of the sour cream. And more feta. Maybe I picked that one up twice. And, some peppers, sun-dried tomatoes. Alright, so be good to your neighbor. Maybe don't be a starving artist. Be good to your neighbor, and maybe they'll be good to you. If we are going to have a Martha Stewart meal, we can't just use our condiments out of a jar or dump our herbs out of a plastic bag. We've got to have nice little plates for them. Like we see here, the recipe, the food 3 menus came with complete recipes on how to prepare them. I've kind of been doing that with my little, I use these as glaze testers to test my glazes on. They're not your typical glaze tester, you know what, like a classic, thrown on the wheel, Janice the Potter type test towel. That's what you'd see, by the books kind of thing. But since I'm mostly testing out slips and glazes and clay bodies, the flat works good. And somebody's seen these in the studio and said, can I buy them? Which is nice about all the effort, because after you find out if the glaze works, you can sell them. And, when first asked, I said, well, those are my glaze tests. But finally said, well, yes, I can test the glaze again. The other thing I'm thinking about is the shape and size, that maybe they should be more bowl-like, or I should have them both ways. I discovered, with my shots and mini tumblers, size really makes a difference on sale if we get a chance. I will talk about that here at the end and what's been happening with them at the market. Okay, this is half a pound. Okay, an insanely small sized piece of clay. Okay, to work with. And you know, this would have been the thing for me to do a couple months ago when I was doing the espressos, that it's hard to go small. And you know, while I was doing it and into it, that would have been the time, okay, to continue on an idea. Okay, difficult to jump. Well, difficult to jump from something small to something tall to something small, but actually this time of year I am out of the studio. I guess the only reason with the nursery and the greenhouse, I'm finding any time to throw in May or June. Okay, so we can do this Martha Stewart meal upright. And maybe just a chance to catch up with you. Okay, I'm actually doing more of the throwing here with the rib. And I think the 1 pound is probably, half a pound here, larger than I really meant to go with this. And I do want to get underneath because I don't want to trim these, but you know, I think I said that with the espresso cups too, and I did come out back and ended up trimming so many of them. Getting these off the wheel, okay, with the slip on there. You know, I'm wondering if maybe this is the time when maybe you do use pot lifters, but I've been, this one I think got thinner. I have been managing to get these off. So my little testers, okay, glaze testers, I think are going to make great little herb plates. Now, I don't know, though. Do people really use these things at home? Or do they use it on cooking shows on TV because they have to have it all weighed out and measured and ready to go to just dump in? I don't know. And, you know, I probably need to do them in different sizes, not all the size. That's what I discovered with the shots. It's great being back to shows again and selling stuff. This is where, you know, I discovered the commercial ones are getting $5. Why didn't mine? So I put them down to 3, and people do now buy, you know, a stack of them on occasionally. I'm already sold out, and these fill up the odd bits in the kiln. So they don't take up any space. But here was the big discovery being back to shows. Okay, I couldn't get the $5 like the commercial people do, and sometimes these are decals that come off. But I could get 12, 13. You know, maybe I could get 15 out of these. These are almost sold out with the little button on there and the line. So I put a little more work into them. I actually weighed them out and threw them on a wheel as opposed to off the hump. So I didn't lose any to S-cracks, and they take up the same amount of room in the kiln. Okay, so we will maybe do these all sizes, but the important thing is, you know, getting them off the wheel without trimming them. This is a couple days later. I do have to admit, I did have to trim these. So I can't say I didn't. And I put an extra little line in the bottom too. But here's something I discovered. I looked back to the espressos that I did a while ago. And, you know, I'm thinking that if I made these little herb bowls to stack one inside the other as little miniature mixing bowl sets, okay, that might be another winner at the shows. And I do have the measurements here from when I did the espressos. So we've got, I did 7 ounces, 5 ounces, I forget what else, 4, and well, once we got down to 3, that was too small to throw. We do have to do this Martha Stewart care package up right and find the right plates to serve it on, the right color, what'll look best with the food. And also I need to figure out how I'm going to glaze some dinnerware sets that I made. What I don't understand is how come I had to trim the little mixing bowls where my dinner plates come off a wheel without being trimmed. And I haven't noticed too many others doing that. But it seems to make sense. Okay, Martha, how we doing? We got your sun-dried tomato top dressing in the handmade little herb serving bowl, and your kosher salt, sea salt. We are going to one-up you. Okay, and go Greek. Okay. And, okay, just like in the picture. Look at that. The feta in your potatoes was too fine a thing, so I'm saving that for something else. We're going to do parsley mashed potatoes. And the herbs, okay, we can't just use them out of the package. We've got to have a nice herb plate to do the pinches from. And I use these things, my little glaze testers, at lunch too, to serve for company with the onions and a relish, cheese, and tomato. Okay, glaze testers. They make great little herb plates. So now we have got all the food assembled. We have got the beautiful plates to serve it on. It is time for a Potter's Journal mukbang with Martha Stewart. Okay, so this is it, the Mediterranean turkey meatloaf. And what does the recipe say? It's a Mediterranean feta, mashed potatoes, and the green beans. Okay, I did cheat. I added almonds to them, and I did cheat on the potatoes. This was too good a place to waste the feta. So I have tons of parsley in the garden. I put that in the potatoes as just after mashing them, stirred it in and put in just cheddar instead. And okay, if I am looking around suspiciously, it is not because I stole this off the neighbor's porch. I should have never said that. It's because I'm worried they're out there walking their dog. And they're going to hear what I say. That they claim that this is easy. This is not easy to do. A meal for 2 people? If I'm going to cook, I want to cook for at least 5 people. This is actually the second day. Heated up again in the under the broiler. And the sun-dried tomatoes, okay, add the color to it, which make a nice picture. And substitute for, I guess people would put ketchup on it, which I never really did. Now I did put it over the meatloaf, which the recipe didn't call for. But yeah, no, if I want easy, I am going to cook. I didn't make the 2 of these for 2 people. I made 6 of these. I added an equal amount of ground beef to the ground turkey, and then I added an equal amount of mushrooms. And I'm going to say, I never really was crazy about the ground turkey meatloaves that I've done in the past, or the mushroom meatloaves that I've done in the past. Here's the secret. Martha's Mediterranean Italian herb mix. She called for maybe 2 tablespoons in the meatloaf. Well, I put half the package. I don't remember. I put triple, double, quadruple, 10 times, which is, so this is really heavy on the herbs. And if you tried turkey or mushroom meatloaves and didn't like them, heavy on the herbs. So I can't heat up a little cake in a microwave, but everything else I changed to suit myself. The only thing I will say is on things like the roasted green beans and other roasted vegetables like parsnips, most recipes don't tell you this. They need to be blanched quickly in boiling water before you roast them. Otherwise, they just never get right. And this all too gets me thinking, what this was nice. I enjoyed the Martha Stewart. I'm glad I was good to my neighbor and they sent this my way. Gets me thinking what Guy Wolf had when he was there making pots in her studio. Okay, I'm no Guy Wolf, but Martha, if you can market the little herb plates in your magazine, let me know. And you know, I've got some, have made some flower pots too. I do faux wood, and I know you like the faux wood if you're watching. Okay, I could do these for the magazine too. And, okay, if Martha Stewart doesn't find me, okay, you did. Stop back, and we will make some faux wood planters in the pottery real soon, I promise.